Good morning, I'm Nivariti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 6th of September. In this update, a young leader for a new era of the kingitanga. Kingi Tuhetia's daughter, 27-year-old Ngā Waihono i te Pō, has taken up the throne as the new Māori queen. Tens of thousands gathered at Tūranga Waiwai Marae yesterday to watch the ceremony and bid a final farewell to the late Kingi Tuhetia. AUT history professor Paul Moon says traditionally, ko mātua have held kingitanga leadership roles, but Ngā Waihono i te Pō's age could be an advantage.
She'll be here for the long term and she'll acquire a great deal of experience over the next several decades, and that's going to only improve what she's able to achieve.
Police remain at the scene of a suspected fatal shooting in Auckland's Grey Lynn. One person is believed to be dead and a number injured following reports of gunfire on Tuarangi Road just before 7 last night. Newstalk ZB's Michael Sergel has been at the scene, and he says a small group of people who appear to be the family of the person who died are sitting on chairs at the cordon on one end of the road.
There's police on either end of the street with cordons and police cars, just making sure no one goes in.
100,000 more New Zealanders are expected to have dementia in 2050. A Public Health Communication Centre's briefing reveals the risk of developing the disease is 60% higher for people living in the most deprived areas in New Zealand. It follows an international study showing 45% of all dementia is preventable. Co-author Etu Ma'u says anything that may be bad for your brain increases your risk.
So anything that compromises your heart, anything that compromises blood flow is going to affect your brain.
The Aged Care Commissioner says changes are needed to address the cost of hearing aids. Carolyn Cooper's concerned thousands of older New Zealanders can't afford to treat their hearing loss, putting them at higher risk of dementia and other major problems. She says the Ministry of Health subsidy for hearing aids of just over $1,000 a pair is not enough. Expectations growth will remain fairly subdued over the coming year. NZIER has released its quarterly predictions, forecasting the Reserve Bank will cut the official cash rate next month before pausing in November. Principal economist Christina Leung says as the impact of lower interest rates flow through the economy, they expect things to pick up later next year. She says that in turn will support inflation, but overall, they think it will stay anchored around the target midpoint of 2%. New Zealand psychologist and TV personality Nigel Latters revealed he's been diagnosed with incurable cancer. The 57-year-old posted an emotional video on social media last night discussing his stomach cancer and revealing his chemotherapy treatment is so far going well. In sport, All Black Will Jordan will stake his claim at fullback in Sunday morning's Rugby Championship rematch against the Springboks in Cape Town. Hosts captain Sia Khaleesi will now start, despite suffering a nose fracture last week. Defender Team New Zealand beat Ineos Britannia and Orient Express Racing in the latest America's Cup Challenger Series action. Brisbane have been trounced 50-12 by Melbourne to complete their NRL League season, and hand cyclist Rory Mead has finished fourth in the Paris Paralympics road race. I'm Nivariti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.